Bum 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 padum bum padum. Yes, we got a new trailer for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and again, it looks fabulous. The people at Disney or at Lucasfilm or whoever's in charge are doing a brilliant job with their trailers, generally speaking. I mean, look at the trailers for The Force Awakens. They didn't spoil shit. You knew the tone, you knew a little bit about the characters, you didn't know shit about the plot, the twists, anything. And so far, the trailers of Rogue One have been every bit as awesome and fair. And yeah, right out the gate, this trailer just has a different vibe, a different tone. I love the fact that every new Star Wars movie gets a new director, and Gareth Edwards seems to be the right choice because no matter what you think of Godzilla, this guy knows how to handle scope and size. I mean, Godzilla, you saw these big, gigantic creatures, and you really felt the size and scale. You're like, holy shit, especially when comparing them to all those little human beings. And he seems to have the same approach when it comes to the Empire. You just see destroyers and the brute force brutality of the Empire in comparison to tiny little planets. So the need, the urgency to fight them is there, and I love it. I also love the fact that we do again have a lot of practical effects, and this time around we actually get a little glimpse at the characters. Again, not too much, not too spoiler heavy, but we do get a glimpse. First up, Forrest Whitaker. I think his character is actually Saw Gerrera, the guy from the Clone Wars TV show, who was also mentioned in Star Wars Rebels, and he seems to be a mentor figure to Jyn Erso. I might be mistaken, but he knows some shit, and he has experienced some shit. He's like, yeah, the Empire is just expanding flags everywhere, we're fucked. So the Rebels recruit Jyn Erso, and it's interesting, we get to see that the Rebel Squad actually has someone who recruits people for them, and they recruit Jyn Erso even though she's a criminal, and they want her to lead this mission in order for the rebels to get their hands on the plans of the Death Star. They don't even know that it's the Death Star yet. They just know it's a secret weapon, which is interesting. That entire plot of people being recruited by the good guys in order to do a suicidal mission, yeah, it is reminiscent of Suicide Squad. Maybe this is gonna be Suicide Squad in space. And all you Suicide Squad haters, I'm not saying it's the same movie, I'm just talking about the concept, for goodness sake. But yeah, this movie looks like a straight up war movie, as I said in my first trailer review. Because we have never seen a war movie. Yes, the franchise is called Star Wars, but it was never a straight up war movie. This time around, it really looks like one. And the tone, I have to give credit to Gareth Edwards already, because the tone so far looks gritty. It looks way darker than all the other Star Wars movies, but it's fitting because this is not a story of the Skywalker lineage. This is not a fun time adventure. This is straight up war. And we don't even know if all those guys are going to make it through. Probably they're all going to die. I mean, they were not seen or mentioned in the very first Star Wars film. Yes, I refuse to call it A New Hope. So maybe, again, I don't know anything. This is just speculation. So no spoiler alert whatsoever. But yeah, we get to see a little bit of their characters. Jyn Erso, she seems to be a criminal, but she's very determined to take them down. Next up, there's this one dude, and it's a very, very dark and gritty shot with him just taking out people, and he's yelling, "You destroyed my home!" Awesome. I mean, you get to feel the impact of the Empire, the emotional impact, because yeah, they caused a lot of victims. Sometimes we tend to forget that. We know they're assholes, but it makes it a little bit more personal, which is great. Then we get the droid of the team, and yeah, he seems to be funny. He seems to be brutally honest. The first line where he's like, "Oh, they told me you're not my enemy, so I'm not going to kill you," which is funny. But the line when he's talking about the odds of them not being able to get through this, yeah, straight up reminded me of C-3PO. But that's not a bad thing. I don't have a problem with motion capture performances as long as they're not Jar Jar Binks. And this one dude seems to be in tune with the Force. Interesting, because Darth Vader is in the film. Maybe we do get a lightsaber battle, maybe we won't, but he's kicking some serious ass with his staff. Can't wait to see what he brings to the table. Great stunt work, great practicality. Everything I love about my blockbuster movies seems to be in this film. Also, Riz Ahmed, the guy from Nightcrawler, he's in it. We only see a very brief glimpse at the character, but I'm interested to see what he brings to the table, because he was amazing in Nightcrawler. So looking forward to that as well. And the shots, the scope, I know I mentioned it before, but so many great scenes. I mean, the shot where Jyn Erso, Felicity Jones' character, is just sprinting towards a TIE fighter. Looks epic. It looks suicidal. Maybe someone of her team is already on board. I don't know. But I mean, this hits you where you live. This is everything you know Star Wars, but taken a lot more seriously and transferred into this war scenario. So I am down. Also, the scene that looks like the storming of Normandy Beach fits perfectly, just perfectly. And yes, near the end, we get to see Darth Vader. Only the back of his helmet, but I was like, yeah, he's in it. I mean, I knew he was going to be in it, but it's just so cool to hear the iconic breathing. Once again, I don't know if he's going to be the most prominent figure in the film, if he's going to have the most pivotal role. I cannot say that. I believe this Ben Mendelsohn dude is actually going to be the main villain, but it's cool to have him back. It's cool to see him in charge again. I hope that we will see the military side of Darth Vader once again. Maybe a lightsaber battle? I don't know. But yeah, are these people going to make it through it or not? I don't know. Overall, I am very pleased with this trailer. I mean, this was a movie that I was not necessarily looking forward to, but now, with every bit of information, with every piece of material, I get more jacked up, more hyped. So yeah, great job, marketing department. So what are your thoughts? Star Wars Rogue One, the second trailer, or Rogue One, a Star Wars trailer? Rogue One, a Star Wars trailer number 2. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.